What's up, world? Oh! It's your boy, the Toothless Wonder, back at it with another with another video, man. What is going on in Babylon? Man, bruh. Now, I've heard, the curses of Deuteronomy and what happens, right? And also the blessings, right? But something, I don't even know if this is the right word, on a metaphysical level is going on, right? With black women. I guess men as well being more feminine and emotional, whatever, right? And I've been noticed it, right? And I meant to do the video yesterday, but I got sidetracked, right? Um, Everything is flip-floppity, right? So I just left Planet Fitness, you dig? And I go, for the eye candy, right? Not the main purpose, but whatever. And when I was in school during the 90s, right? I never remember, let's say, the college aged, ready to transition out of high school age, legal, of course. White female. Man, these joints is naturally chugged now. So me being the inquisitive, like, why is it like this? Is it the fast food? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's my belief that they tend to be more health conscious. You know what I mean? But man, these joints is really like, stacked up like flapjacks on the athletic feminine tip. Like the college softball players. Just like a house very structurally sound. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, back at the ranch, I'm also noticing something on the flip side. They're actually built how black women used to be built, right? And when the videos of, what was that, Sir Mix-a-Lot, I like big butts and I cannot lie, and, the kind of soft shame black women for having, robust derrieres, if you will, right? And now the game is flipped, even so much so in the corn industry, right? They had the pog, the fat ass white girl is now like a mainstream thing, which is, I think, in this Babylonian society, a better option, to get the big booty white girl, the 2023-24 black man dream. Because all the brothers I see that are black, that I get to know personally and get a glimpse into their lives, interactions, so on and so forth, they're all henpecked, or even if he makes more money, she's like, slightly, not slightly, but, covertly disrespectful in the sense of being in other men's faces and talking that yin yang. And, when he's not around, oh, he gonna do that, he gonna do that, woo doo woo doo woo doo woo, right? But here's what I'm noticing on the flip side of it. And actually, I think it's more on a spiritual level. I'm no longer, and it's been like this for quite some time, and I notice this every time I get sober, right? Which I've been on a sustained sobriety path. I'm no longer attracted to black women on a spiritual level, as, me becoming more actualized and responsible, more masculine, in internal traits, abilities, and qualities. You know what I'm saying? I'm no longer attracted to black women. I don't see much. I don't. And I'm trying to figure out is my bias because of maybe certain YouTube content. I don't think that's the case. I don't see them and be like, why I want to get to know her. Why I want to be in her presence. I wonder, what she's, you know what I'm saying? Just like as a human, you know what I'm saying? I don't have those proclivities. And here's why, right? On a physical level, and maybe there have been some metaphysical, uh, I guess, changes happening, right? Because it's to me, it's like once a black woman gets above, and I think the number used to be higher, like 25, but it's going southward now. Once they get past about 23, trending towards 24, it's like their bodies start to change. I'm noticing younger black women with very broad shoulders and a very, like football lineman type neck. You know what I'm saying? Very thick. Like they could take a nice left hook. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just making an observation though, cuz. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them are looking very mushroom. Not mushroom. What they call that? Like Johnny Bravo's, where they're really big up top and small down bottom. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're losing all traits and signs of femininity. A lot of times, like I'm noticing, like I see it, like there's one I know, like she smoke a lot of weed, but she's getting hairs on her chin, and she's like 24. Um, it's amazing blazing, yo. You know what I mean? And here's the crazy part, right? I worked with one, and she got, she's had the posterior renovation, right? For lack of a better word, when she typically didn't need it. So now it looked nice, don't get me wrong, but it looks so perfect it can't be real. It's like two basketballs smashed side by side. You know what I'm saying? When before you didn't even need to do that. But yet back, on the other side of the fence, back in Annie, you know what I'm saying? Anna, whatever. Man, they in the gym doing 3,000 squat, and the joints be looking nice, bruh. With the long hair and the slim shoulders, you know what I'm saying? The more inviting disposition, bubbly, you know what I'm saying? I was talking to one, right? I said, man, y'all get to do whatever y'all want. How are you still bitter? Like, you can go sleep with whoever. Nobody's going to shame you. You can, work your kid's father and take half his money, and everybody will praise you. But how are you still walking around still bitter? Because you're not in your parent. But then even talking to them to just maybe even an attempt to plant seeds, which would be like trying to plant a seed on the concrete, right? But it's just hard for my little heart. Like, and I made this prayer, like, do you have a plan for American black women? Because they're all done. And then let's say, what they call the SHTF, when stuff hit the fan, situation happen, and okay, they're getting feminine or, submissive or whatever by circumstance, you're still getting damaged goods. Now, I guess technically, maybe to some degree here and there, we're all damaged, but I don't see a lot of people on a path to healing. They then just continue to do the same attributes and behavior that led to the brokenness in the first place. It's no different than using drugs. Like, I'm hungover, so I drink to get over the hangover, which then reinforces me being an alcoholic. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying it's easy, and I ain't really trying to judge nobody, because Lord knows I've had my struggles and committed my atrocities upon the earth. But in 23, on the verge of 24, as I become more healed and whole, I now see how broken everyone is. No, I actually feel how broken everyone is. Like, I was talking, like, I would actually, if I had to choose between Bonquisha with the BBL, that's actually physically attractive, but I'm just not attracted to her from a spiritual sense, so I don't want her physically, right? I'd rather go to McDonald's and get the Hispanic woman that's built like a plumber, because it'll just be a better experience. You know what I mean? Yo, this shit is wild. Like, it's literally like the Twilight Zone where everything is inverted. Everyone on earth wanted the body of a black woman. Now they've got it. While the black woman's body looks like something in an NFL locker room. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy, bro. And I'm the pro-black guy, right? Who now, when I say I'm pro-black, it just means I'm pro-me because I'm black, right? But I want no desire. Like, I was thinking about this too. If Malcolm X was alive right now, attempting to do and say what he did, he'd actually quit and just go to Africa and just save himself. The community is too far gone to be saved. There's nothing to be redeemed. And from what I understand, mostly online, of those brothers who've awakened, they're seeing it the same way. You know what I mean? It's like we're all in the ocean. I find a piece of board, right, to float on. But if I try to put others on this piece of board, everyone's going to die. I have to get on a piece of board, survive, maybe holler to you and how to get your own piece of board, and then I can live to tell the story. It's like, and I'm not out of this either, but it's like the vast majority of humans that I'm in contact with were created for the sole purpose of being destroyed. But of course, that's not the Most High's will. And I'm not no, you know, more, I mean, like I don't do certain stuff, but I have some wild thoughts though, you know what I'm saying? I just don't do it because I actually don't want to do it. It's actually out of frustration and the desire for power that should come naturally in a right side up patriarchal society. But I wouldn't actually do it because it's not really in my heart to do it. It's just something my brain does to manage the knowledge of frustration. You know what I mean? But this shit is crazy, yo. I mean, some of them Jones, bruh. And then with the yoga pants and everything, all up in them and all that, man. You can't help but see, you know, what and envision what it would be like if that thin piece of fabric wasn't there. Like, God damn, that's tantalizing. Man, and now mind you, don't get me wrong, if you're in there working on yourself, you know, more kudos to you. But most of them, they're either like, you know, overweight, of course. And, you know, if you're in there, you know what I'm saying? No diggity, no doubt. I commend them for that. Or they're like really like masculine looking, like they're really ripped up and shredded and, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is going on? And maybe this is maybe it's almost set up like this for brothers to get so vexed in his sovereign plan that we do like geese in the winter and begin to start to migrate south away from this particular terrain that doesn't suit us for this season of life. Because let's say if we were able to get real civil rights and have strong families, there would be no desire or force to push us to leave. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about, okay, I read the book of Joseph, or the story of Joseph from Jasher, I believe, right? And it goes through the story of how he got there, his brothers, you know, do. But then I was thinking, like, okay, he sets him up for them to survive during a famine, to then bring people from just my courage, please help me with this, to bring them to Egypt, knowing that they would become so, multiply so much so that the Egyptians would, because from what I understand, they didn't necessarily do anything wrong that I've read, as a people, but then were placed in bondage, or led to Egypt to be placed in bondage for God to show his power. I'm going to sign off on that note. Whoa!